Hey, what's up, Magus? Just posting a video response to your thing about, says, Magus's discussion, what got you into gaming and why you love gaming. Well, what got me into gaming was my cousin. He lived, in Queens. I'm in New Jersey. And, I'm 16, so I was like 2 years old, or three. This is the Super Nintendo era, and I would play every time I went there. I'd play Super Mario World and Mortal Kombat 2, and I was a little kid at the time, and when my mom saw I was playing Mortal Kombat, and she didn't really like it, so she wouldn't buy me a Super Nintendo. But later on, the launch year, she would buy me an N64, and I'd play Super Mario 64 like almost every day, and like I was like a bad kid, if you will, and when I was in preschool, so like my motivation to be good was if you're good you can play N64 for 30 minutes, and that was awesome. And the entire time I had an N64 until I got a GameCube. I was only allowed 30 minutes on weekends, so I didn't really get a lot of gaming in until long after I was until I was in middle school, and I just played whenever. But yeah, that's what really got me in. And then eventually I got a PlayStation, and then a GameCube, as I said earlier, and then that progressed on to me getting a Dreamcast after it was discontinued, and yeah, and then things just progressed from there, And then I actually even went on eBay and got a Super Nintendo, and I got a PS3 later on. And then Saturn came along, and I got a Yobo FC, like a Famiclone system. But yeah, why I love gaming is, it's nothing like just like kicking back, relaxing, and play a game, or like getting deeply engrossed in an RPG. Like, you know, I was maybe 10 when I first played Final Fantasy. I had Final Fantasy 7 and 8. I mean, not 7, 8 and 9 for Christmas when I was in fourth grade, and I really loved both of them. Even though now I realize how broken Final Fantasy 8's battle system is. The only reason why I like it so much is for pure nostalgia. That shows that I got into the genre so much. But yeah, I mean, why I love it is, sometimes you can tell a great story through gaming. I mean, even though right now it's gotten to a point that it's so generic and everything's about blowing up people, you never really see those Japanese games anymore, and it's all about the Western games now. And if you really want to play them, you have to import them. And I don't know Japanese, so I can't do that. But yeah, uh, it's just a good time consuming. It gets my mind off of things. Like if I'm having a problem, let's say, with someone, or just girl problems, just play some games. Takes my mind off of things. I basically can thank Counter Strike Source for helping me out. Like I wanted to date this girl and things that weren't working out, so I just played that to get my mind off of things, and it really helped me from getting all depressed about things. And you know, I mean, gaming's gotten to a point that everything's online now, and even though I don't really play so many games online, and yet I'll occasionally play, but I mean, even just the single player games, it's just something you can just do whatever, take your mind off things. If you just want a good experience by yourself, and it could be that, or it could even be a social thing. You play with some friends on Steam or Xbox Live. Well, I don't have an Xbox, but from my case, PlayStation Network. But yeah, I mean, and you share people's ideas on, like say, like maps for PC games like Counter Strike, or you play somebody's leveling Little Big Planet. You get an idea spread, and that's what I like about newer games. But the retro ideas, I always like. I really love 2D gaming. It's because it's a good challenge. I mean, if there's something I want to play that's gonna get me to have to really try, instead of a lot of these 3D games now that are generally easier, unless you're playing online against people who are nuts. You pop in Battletoads or like Super Mario 3 and try to play Super Mario 3 without using flutes. yeah, that's why I love gaming. There's just so much to do with it, and there's so much fun, and it can be used for so many things.